Technology is a wonderful
It
thing
is.
once you figure out how to use it. We are sitting with somebody who doesn't know boo about technology. Hi.
Hi.
Technology is wonderful if you have good friends.
Who can do it, yes. Steve Eighinger, of course, who writes the Daily Dirt for us on a regular basis. And then, of course, Brittany, and then myself is Ashley Conrad is on her 44th vacation of the year. So thank you for stopping in today. I understand you are on your way to Northeast Missouri to cover a little softball.
You can't go wrong with fall ball in most states.
Not at all, not at all. And you're heading to Palmyra?
Elmira, Flower City
Flower
Park.
City Park. My wife and I were just there a couple weeks ago for Ethan's rodeo.
Just
so
hoping there's a concession stand.
I'm sure you'll be fine. If not, you got Rebel Pig, you got options.
Okay, it'll work.
Oh. Brittany, we're, have been getting into sports lately too. I don't know if you've heard or not.
Heard rumors of.
Yes. Yes. So her first foray into fantasy football now.
Oh boy.
Are you a big footballer?
Yeah, but not as big as I used to be. I've kind of drifted away from the NFL a little bit in recent years for some reason. Kind of baseball, NBA, college football, not necessarily in that order. But
I said this when we were in Instant Replay yesterday, and it's worth repeating, I believe. I'm very, very excited for this NFL season because the Cardinals have sucked so bad. I have not watched a baseball game in probably 2 months.
As he was saying this, though, they were winning behind him. On
The replay,
TV.
it was the replay of the night before game, and as I sat there and watched the replay while we were shooting the spotted instant replay yesterday, I said, this is more baseball than I've watched in 2 months.
you know what has shocked me as much?
As the Cardinals sucking?
Well, it's tied into that.
Yes.
I tuned in a couple times in the last couple of weeks, just looking at different games. Busch Stadium is almost empty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that since I've lived out here.
Have you made a game yet this year? You normally make one a year, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
But
I
not
don't
this
know.
year.
No, it's
I made
it's
3.
not on my list of priorities. I have other things to do. But I was gonna say, in their defense, when you're like it's empty, it was hot. Like it was really hot for those empty stands, I think.
But
No.
if they were 75 and 50, I think most
Sure.
of those seats would have been full though, regardless.
Regardless of the heat, absolutely. But you know what? This team has rested on its laurels for so long, has not bothered to get any pitching. They're paying for
they
it
have
now.
a pitcher. Who's the one that I like? What's his name?
They have one pitcher, Adam Wainwright.
No. It's the good-looking. Well, I mean, not that Adam Wayne, but like, what's his name? It starts with an H, or maybe the last name.
Ryan Helsley,
No, I don't know. I know they have a
Al
pitcher.
Roboski.
Nope. I have seen this pitcher. Trust me, I know they have a pitcher.
She said started with an H. Roboski started with an H. So, okay, well we will look.
Huntington, is that a thing? No?
No.
Okay,
No.
well, they have a pitcher.
We'll look at, yes, as she not only noticed that, but also a gentleman who was just convicted on some January 6th stuff recently. Her thing was, oh my God, he's hot. Well, okay, he's gonna be in prison for 22 years.
Yes, it was 22. He, got that knocked down a little bit.
Have you seen Love After Lockup? They might have shot.
Oh, yay. But, no, but you were wrong on that, by the way.
What am I
because
wrong on?
He wasn't even, I read up on him after the fact, and he was not in the building at all.
Okay,
So-
he was just one of the orchestrators.
Strangers.
He was found guilty. You can't say alleged once you're found guilty.
I can still say alleged. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
She is. Along with being our local botanist, she is also our local conspiracy theorist. We've got another new plant on the shelf. Got a little new look here we're working on.
I noticed I have no idea what that is.
I don't either, really, actually, but it was saying, help me. So,
Why, Bob's been pouring coffee in it?
No,
No, I pour
no, that's
coffee in
the
this.
other one that's saying, help me. It's a fiddle, that one is a fiddle fig, and it's very fickle.
Fickle.
Fickle,
It's a fickle fig. I
yeah.
say that 3 times fast. But we had a guest the other day and she walked in and went, oh, your fiddle fig is looking rough.
It is.
And I was like, yeah, I know. But we've tried to open the shades up, because you can't put the shades up now because of the backlighting and, the glare, even worse than your head, the glare from back there would be really bad. So, but in the winter, when it's a little darker, we can put the shades up and,
I don't have a lot of plant life at the man cave back home.
I wouldn't think so,
Do you have
no.
any plants at home? Do you grow tomatoes?
Steve's kind of a plant.
I feel.
He's really a veg. Just ask Kathy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, my wife, she loves all that stuff, plants, gardening crap.
So
you know,
it is green at your house.
Oh, yeah, it's green, not in the man cave, but otherwise, yeah. It's
He hires people to do stuff.
Okay.
They're there.
Yeah.
Except you do your own grilling, right?
Unless somebody else wants to do it.
What's in the man cave, Steve?
A lot of sports stuff.
Okay.
TVs, computers, books, baseball cards, stats. It's just a wonderful place, Brittany.
It's just a wonderful place.
He stays up until 5 in the morning messing with this stuff.
Like rearranging it or,
Working on it. I got things to do.
well, yeah, you write a column every day. That's kind of a big deal.
He got accused of shoddy journalism today.
Why?
He had somebody's cause of death wrong or something. Somebody died, what, like 30 years ago or something?
Former Major League outfielder. I still swore but we won't get into
Maybe
that.
did he have cancer before the car wreck?
I'm sure he had cancer. I thought that's what he had died
So
of.
maybe, yeah, he was gonna die anyway, right? That's what you were trying to say. He was terminal.
I did not realize the official death was via car wreck.
Well, anyway, you'll put together a little mea culpa and be all good, so. Well, you know what? We all, every once in a while, will make a mistake. We're not all, except for me, we're not infallible.
Oh,
So you just realize that, once you realize that, every once in a while, you're gonna hit a bump, you're gonna step on your toe, you're gonna stub your toe, it's okay.
Hey, the Guardians threw Lucas Giolito the other night. Look what happened.
And your manager's leaving too, retiring.
That's sad. It's the end of an era.
Yeah, Terry Franco, and again, I wish the Cardinals would have hired him a few years ago, so. You would not have liked him. You would not have liked him. He wasn't cute. He's not Mike Matheny, who is, of course, every woman's favorite Cardinal manager.
I can't.
Ellen was a big Mike Matheny fan.
I recognize the name because,
Yeah.
again, grew up with Cardinals, but I can't put a face with the name right now. I can put a face with the other guy that I can't put a name with. The pitcher, but I can't put sports. So today I had to brush up a little bit on the sport of golf because our next guest
is a renowned golf celebrity in Quincy.
I was wondering if you're going to use the word legend.
I said renowned.
He's kind of
Close.
Mr. Golf.
He is Mr. Golf. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk it over here a little bit. He brought presents. We brought some stuff for him, and we thank you for making your first appearance on Club Money. Have fun at the softball game night. It's going to be beautiful weather.
It was a pleasure, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Steve. 4.
4. All right, we'll be right back. You're done. Take your soda and go.
A&B Properties is Quincy's largest apartment rental company with hundreds of units available. They offer short-term and long-term rentals with 1 up to 4 bedroom apartments. A&B Properties meets the needs of its tenants with care, compassion, and a quality of service that exceeds expectations. A&B Properties also has a convenient tenant app for you to do your payments or make repair requests. Give them a call today. A&B Properties, 217-919-8080, Quincy.
And action.
You want to introduce our legendary guest?
It's Ray.
What's going on?
Ray Weast of R&R Golf,
Yeah.
but you're now middle management Ray. You are no longer owner Ray.
I know, I took a huge demotion, like right now, the boss man, Andrew Smith, who I sold to,
Yes.
and Blaze Haxel, they're playing in Chamber of Commerce, and they go, hey, we're gonna play out here, so, Ray, you can work 9 to 6 today, and everything, I gotta do a podcast. He goes, oh, so that means we have to hurry up? I go, yeah, we have to hurry up, because I gotta do this thing, because I wanna see Brittany and Bob, and this is the only way I can do it, so hopefully you two are there. I'm telling you this right now, this will affect your pay grade.
You couldn't bring what? You couldn't bring Jimmy Patterson off the bench?
No good Jimmy Patterson, no way. No good, yeah.
I think he's really not a no guy. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
No
A
good Jimmy
good
Patterson.
kid, come on.
You said kid?
Yeah, he hates it when I say that.
Oh, Jimmy does.
Yes.
Is Jimmy old enough to drink?
Yeah.
Is he a Spring Street regular?
Oh, I mean, I hope
He's
he
right.
is.
I think he's there right
Oh,
I'm sure he is. That
yeah.
won't affect his Culver golf scholarship at all, right? Probably not. So, but no, Ray and I have been friends a long time, and it was my turn to grab a guest, so it was, I got Ray this time, and Again, and he brought presents. He brought the Raymond caricature koozies, R&R Golf.
I'm holding Ray in my hand.
Yeah, like I
That's
said,
right.
hey, everybody wants a whole Ray. Come on now.
She only needs one hand though, so.
That's
sorry
true
about
too.
that.
And
And clip, no. But also, there are t-shirts as well, in which I got my son, the press secretary, one for Christmas last year, and he happened to be in town a couple weeks ago, and he had the shirt on in the Abbey. Raymond walks in, and his girlfriend's mind was blown. He was like, whoa. And yet she actually got to meet the guy who was on the back of the shirt.
okay, she's not from here though.
She is from Lansing, Michigan, and she's a very lovely lady, and we'd love to have her here, so.
She looked at the shirt, she looked at me, she looked at the shirt, then she looked at me, and it's like, oh my God, it's you. You know, like that. Because you could like read the people's faces, and it's like, oh,
It was fun.
It was fun. I'm like,
A lot of
oh
fun.
my, this is great. And I told, first thing I said to Alex, she goes, you know that JP Pritzker is freaking, he wish he had a shirt like me on it, you know, just want to let you know. It might be 5X, but I mean, at least we'll do it. The epitome of health, I mean, come on.
Now, come on, let's not pick on my kid's boss here, okay? I pick on him in other places. So.
Oh, we're not
This
supposed
should
to-
be a safe space.
Hey, we're not supposed to do that?
I don't care.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter.
Sorry, Alex.
Alex is a free, Alex will, as soon as this is posted though, Alex listens, so you do know that.
Oh, yeah.
Just showing you that.
We love you, Alex, we just want to let you know.
But anyway, so you sold out, and now you're the management now. What has been the biggest change for you business-wise?
I think the biggest change is, probably for us, is the language a little bit different than I used to. One of the things we talked about is like, you know, how we inventory, how we look at stuff, how he does it through a different eye. Andrew's more of a beat counter, which is not a bad thing, you know, I'm not,
Sharp
because,
business guy.
but that's also good, you know, which is good, because he will tell you, hey, how many we sold, how many we did, what were you looking for? And golf is one of the hardest things to beat count, because it's such a subjective company, you know, because Brittany might play a set of golf clubs, and you play a different set of golf clubs, and no, 3 other people do, and no one has anything alike, and you have to navigate through, you know, how many things you can sell for the year, how many things, you know, how many of a particular brand you're looking for. So we're constantly in communication with it. Usually, you know, I had a system down, like if it's a 2-year cycle product, the first year we kind of go heavy, the second year we kind of taper off a little bit, because it kind of slips down, and you're not going to sell as much as the first year, because people want the new product, so you have to always be in the forefront with the new product, and let the second year product kind of taper down a little bit. And then you got to figure out how to navigate the second year product, and make sure that you sell that through, when the time that thing closes out, then we have next to nothing left, so.
You did your research, so fire away at your first golf
Okay.
question.
Well, I did my research through, not Google, but through Rhode Island. So Rhode Island is my other boss at Spring Street Bar, the famous Rhode
Mhm.
Island.
Oh, yeah.
And he, to me, I think is the biggest golf fan in my life. So I asked him a couple of questions that I kind of want to get your input on.
Sure.
Okay, so I know nothing about golf.
Okay.
I modeled my outfit after Paige Spearneck.
Yeah, absolutely, Paige Burdick. Yeah.
I like her,
Yeah.
but she's retired.
Yes.
Age 30, retired. I'm like, dang, I'm
She's
gonna.
making enough money on.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna model well.
stuff.
Oh, really?
IG, I'm sure like IG stuff and sponsorships and all that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Yeah.
going.
I'm not talking about
somewhere.
OnlyFans.
I thought you were
no.
going a different route. and
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
wait a
No,
second.
no, like
I would have seen that.
legitimately sponsorships.
So she's
on-
my favorite golfer.
Yes.
I asked Rhode Island, who is his favorite golfer? So I'll give you his answer, but I want to hear yours first.
Okay.
Because I know that you guys are
So,
friends.
my favorite golfer of all times is Jack Nicklaus. Reason why I like Jack Nicklaus, he's a family man. He grew up, make sure he know that his family came first. Not only he won the 18 majors, not only did he, which is the most of all time in the
Okay,
history.
Road said 20. Was Road wrong?
Yeah, 18.
18.
Yep,
All right.
18.
Thank you, Google Road.
Yeah, so 18 majors. But you know, he's one of the guys that a lot of people don't know that he's one of the few people that actually dot the I at Ohio State for the football game, during halftime. So not a lot of people have done that as a golfer playing at Ohio State, so that was always kind of neat. But I think what I like about him, he's such a family man. He makes sure that the family always came first. And I think when you wear that many hats, you got to be, I saw that freaking.
David read my mind, because that's the
Well,
follow-up.
I was gonna say, so you said a family man, unlike
Yes.
Tiger
Ray's
Woods.
least favorite golfer, Tiger Woods. Why do you hate Tiger Woods?
Because, you know what, it's not so much I hate Tiger Woods, okay? It's the people, in my mind, that root for him, and like some stuff he's, what happened with him and his wife, and everybody's just giving a Bolivia side, but like, I think it's more the fan side of it, and I think he gets more of a free pass in my mind. Doesn't mean I'm right at all, that's just my opinion. But I think if that was an Abscott, or if that was a Rory or Patrick Reed, which is like public enemy number one for the PGA Tour.
He's the current villain.
Yeah, the current villain, they would just roast him, and they get like a blind eye to it. Like, Tiger, one of the things is he got, that card rack and everything else. He's supposed to do his BAC, and they never posted, or at least in my knowledge, they didn't post his blood alcohol content.
Is this because, so his claim to fame, I mean, obviously being just a famous golfer, but like he won 4 in a row, right?
Right.
Whatever that means.
The Tiger Slam.
It's like not a
The
calendar.
Tiger Slam?
Yeah, not the calendar slam, the Tiger Slam.
If you win the big 4 golf tournaments in 1 year, it's called a Grand Slam.
Mhm.
Okay.
He won them all consecutively, but he broke them up over 2 years.
The 4 being the US Open, the British, the Masters,
PGA.
PGA.
Yep.
That's probably the most important,
Although
right?
the
Or no,
snooty-
what is the most important?
The Masters, right? Masters most important.
I think Masters
right?
more
But the
important, yeah.
snooty people, it's no longer the British Open, it's just the Open, because we're the original ones who invented golf. So it's the Open.
Hey,
Screw them, it's the British Open.
No, it's the Open, because why you play North Island, They did that.
But speaking of BAC, do you think Tiger hit .25 that night?
Oh.
That BAC?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Oh, boy.
I'm there for that.
Yeah.
Ba-da, boom.
Yeah.
Rhode Island's favorite golfer of all time was, because I think he's passed, Ben Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
And his reason being was the fact that he was the greatest of all time was a lot like the reasons that you gave. His story, I don't really know. Again, I just learned.
So you got major car wreck.
And they said he wasn't coming
Yeah,
back?
he wasn't coming back, so he did come back, and he won a major after that. So it was, unfortunately, you had to, this area gyro, see one way, you have to, you dig history, like, the one thing we always like say, protect history. Like, one of the things I'm big about too is like, Bob hang out all the time, we talk about, baseball, and we talk about the old time stuff and everything. Legacy and everything like that. And I just feel like this generation's not into that a lot, and it's like,
Yeah.
and it just
This generation doesn't know anything that happened before 1990.
yes.
No,
What's this generation? Who are we referring to?
your generation.
Millennials or Generation X? I would say millennials can dabble their
Yeah.
toes. Hi, here I am.
Anybody under the age of 35. Notice how I parsed that.
Yes.
Dude is on thin ice.
Yeah, he's on fire, by the way.
Or, fire.
Yeah, he's on
Is
fire.
now thin ice.
Oh, yeah.
Melted. The fire melted.
Yeah, the fire did melt it.
No, it's like, you just can't appreciate, and again, it's different eras, you can't compare, like, whether it's NFL, like the way they pass the ball now, and now you touch a receiver and it's pass interference, and Mel Blount and other guys back in the NFL would like mud guys and no flags.
Rodney Lott just absolutely decapitated
And golf is sort of that way with the technology, the equipment, the clubs, and the balls, correct?
Yes. The golf ball is probably the biggest things happen because you went from a wound golf ball to a solid core, which don't gauge your distance. Also, the dispersion factor is not as wide.
Is that all golf balls are like that?
Yeah, pretty much all
Can
like
you
all.
get both?
No, you can't get any more. They stopped making that about, you start seeing around, okay, so the Pro V1 came out in 2005, And
It's
so,
the most popular
still the most
golf
popular
ball,
ball by
right?
Titleist, and no one's even touching close to that. So it's going like, we're talking about the early 2000s, like 2001 or 2. Then you start seeing more, there were some solid core balls coming in at the time, but not at the top level, like the expensive, like, no, because back when I started, it was like a lot of golf balls, a lot of wild balls that were like 3 and 4 piece, and there were like 80 compression, 90 compression, and 100 compression, and when we sold back in the days, the 80s were for the ladies, the 90s were for the moderate swing speeds, and then 100 compression was the faster swing speeds with it. So, and then also they introduced the solid core golf ball. You're trying to figure out what's going on, and like what's the difference between the two. And then like one of the biggest people that I remember that played the solid core ball at the time and won majors with it was Nick Price, and he introduced the Precept EV golf ball, and it was EV spin and EV distance, and EV spin ball came in a silver box with silver and black box and white lettering, and people were going nuts at the time with it because I didn't want to spend $35 on the golf ball. I got a guy who's won majors with it, and it costs $22.99, and go, I want to play that golf ball. So you get, so it gets people's interest when something's like totally different, new thing, and people can relate to it and like go, hey, you know what, that's very affordable. I don't have to spend the top dollar. I'm not like, let me spend this instead and try and see what happens, And we see that from time to time with people, like the evolution of the putter, with the like the fabric putter grips with Jason Duffner. I mean, you finished second. I sold 12 in 4 days. You're like, what's going on? You're like, well, it only costs $25 or $30. It's cheaper than a putter. I'm like, well, you got a point, so.
Yeah, and I got one of those from my mom and dad. They got me a putter one year for Christmas, and they got it from you, and it had the big fat handle on it. So speaking of putting, we have a putting green here. So after the show, Brittany and Ray are going to have a putt off. But the other thing is that they have in common, besides golf, is tequila.
No, really? You like tequila?
Oh, you don't know about this?
Well, no, yeah, because anytime, you retired your Spring Street days. I'm guessing with age, and you have an upcoming birthday, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
It's a big one, right?
It's a big one. It's 5-0 in about 4 weeks.
Is that why you don't come into spring anymore? I mean, it's for
here,
all ages.
Here, let's get it out of the way. It's for all ages.
There's a lot of old guys in there, what she's trying to say.
Yeah, you get Brian Hill. I mean, he's like 80, like that, and everything like
By
that.
the way, speaking of old guys in spring, Bob Lansing.
Bob Lansing, yes.
He was one of Brittany's regulars.
Yes, I am gonna miss him a lot.
Yeah.
My Bob Noxious.
The legendary Bob.
But
Kudos, by the way.
Speaking of noxious, this was Ray back in the day. I won't say the number. Well, actually I will. I'll take 20 Vegas bombs, and it's like Saturday night, and it was 4 deep at least. When I say 4 deep, 4 rows to the bar. Now, it doesn't really get like that so much anymore because just the bar world in general has died down a little bit, I think, everywhere. But 4 deep, Ray's 4 rows back. I'll take 20 Vegas bombs.
Yeah, it was back in the days like this. They went up there, you say, I need 20 Vegas bombs. Here's my money, take it. Like that.
Yes, exactly. And I did. But
Yeah. So we're going to have a putt off, and we're going to have Jose, and then whoever loses
Deal.
will do the Jose.
Deal.
We'll
wait,
do that
so
after we're done
you
here.
like the Stanky Yankee tequila, or are you a tequila?
Oh, no, he's a total connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm not.
But all we have here is Jose because of...
Yeah.
And
We
we're
don't
on-
have
and
Cabo?
And we're on a budget.
We don't have a bunch of...
Yeah, I know, because you bought me freaking light in the...
That's expensive beer.
Yeah.
But it's, it's you. You
bought me Bush and A.
I bought you the Mick Ultra of Yingling, yes, and actually Don O'Brien got it for me, I gotta say, and I'm gonna just give Don a quick shout out for picking this up when he was in Missouri the other day, and I said, what do I owe you? And he goes, your wife steals so much beer from my house, from your house, you don't get it, so I said that was fine, so.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
If you could play any course in the world, where would it be?
Man, that's a tough question.
Easy, isn't it?
I think, you know what?
Actually, it's not,
No,
because
it's not.
there's 2.
There's 2. So the first one is the old course at St. Andrews will be one, from the for the sense of we're the home of golf, and I
Where's
think
that?
that's in Scotland.
Okay.
You know, I think for me, that'd be probably top of the list. The other one would be the Masters where they play, play Augusta.
Where's that?
That's in
Oh,
Augusta,
in Georgia.
Georgia.
That's where Rhodes said he would like to go,
Yeah.
is Augusta.
Yeah.
Pebble Beach would be
Palm Beach.
the other, California. So yeah, that would be.
But we're already river budget, so we can't really afford
Nope.
it.
We are, we can afford River Valley.
Yes.
Canton, or
Knights of Columbus?
Westview, no, case now, I'll go now, I'm not playing the par
Yeah.
3 course, but.
Paris Country Club?
Oh, Mark Twain Country Club, yes,
Yes.
I play with actually, my dad and I are playing there in something here in a couple of weeks, so. And it's the same day as the QU, the ISO thing, so I said, okay, we gotta play early, so it's like, okay, it means I'm gonna have to I'll play golf, but I probably won't drink. Oh, I probably won't drink. And then I have to come back for the dinner at QU Sunday night, so that's gonna be a long day.
Well,
So, but I'll get to spend time with my dad, and that's what's important.
Oh, yeah,
So,
Jim would be very happy.
Yeah, Jimmy and Sharon are great,
Yeah.
so.
Yep,
I have another golf question.
Sure.
Okay, while we're back to Tiger Woods real quick.
okay,
Tiger Woods did 4 in a row.
uh-huh.
Another notable golf player that
That's 4 majors, not 4 waitresses from Perkins in a row.
Boom,
That's
I thought you were talking about the 4
Oh
Vegas shots
my
I took.
God.
Hey, I thought I was talking about the 4 Vegas shots I
Four.
took at Spring Street in 5 minutes.
Perkins, Waffle House, Denny's,
And
whatever.
then, yeah.
Four.
Bennigan's, Mayor Bennigan's.
4 majors.
Or majors.
Okay.
Thank you, Paige.
Bobby Jones
Uh-huh.
did 4 majors in 1 year.
Mhm.
What's the difference? If he did 4
Calendar
in
year.
a row,
Calendar year.
Calendar year.
so
So like,
what would be more notable? Or like what's the better accomplishment?
The calendar year is the one that's recognized. I'm not sure there's a big difference. I mean, win 4 majors in a row is winning 4 majors in a row. I don't hate the guy like he does. I'm still like, okay, he was pretty darn good. Jack is also my favorite golfer, so Tiger's always going to be below him anyway. But
That's why I like
it.
him.
Much of a different. So,
Okay,
mhm.
I learned the more you know.
favorite tequila, still Cabo?
Oh, still Cabo.
What kind of Cabo though? Respirados?
I like them all. I
Blanco.
even like the,
Blanco,
I like the,
right?
You're
yeah, the
welcome.
Blanco. Yeah, but the coffee one, that one they have there, it's really good. You kind of like sip on it and everything.
That sounds like a liqueur. And
yeah,
a
it's a-
tequila.
It's in for Cabo and everything.
Okay.
I just had it, not this Christmas, but I think it's last Christmas, my cousin pulled it out. And one of the family traditions, so one of the family traditions, if we go to the Weast side of the family, is you get done with your dinner and everything, and here's either it's gin or it's poker. And you bring your quarters, your dimes, your nickels, or your dollar bills, and then all of a sudden, about 2 hours later, you see one bottle show up, and you look and see a second bottle, and like, well, if you want some. Now, some of my family members will milk water and Coca-Cola, like Steve Eighinger, no,
Yeah.
fine,
Which is fine.
which is fine, no, wherever to your, and
They
then,
probably are winning more of the poker.
yeah, there went for it. And, but we did that 1 year, and it was a really good time, and just, and it's, you're playing for
Nickels and
dimes,
dimes.
and you think you're playing for 500 a hand,
Oh.
you know? So family, you get family thing, and of course, we have a couple refreshments, adult beverages, we like to say.
Yeah.
You know, it gets a little, it can get a little,
Heated.
you get, not heated, but like a little more, a little more fiery, I like to say.
Speaking of gambling, Raymond and I have also spent a night or 2 in a casino.
Yes,
Oh, fun. Where?
St.
You
Louis
tell.
and Mark Twain
Yes.
over here. So we played a lot of blackjack together.
yes.
And then but he also shoot craps. I don't shoot craps. And Ray would be sitting there going, 2, wait, yo! And he'd be like throwing money and dice and stuff. And I'm just like, no, I just want to play cards. So,
Yeah.
but that's been a while too.
You know what, I haven't been to a gambling place, I would say, and I'm not kidding when I tell you, solid 10 years or so.
It's been a long
Long
time
time.
for me too.
But when you're young, you're like, this is really cool, let's go ahead and do it. And as you get older, you're like, my priorities change. So
Now, also, I guess in that same vein though, I guess do you do DraftKings fan do any of that stuff?
None.
Just do fantasy.
Just
football.
fantasy, yeah.
Ray and I are in the same fantasy football league.
Yes.
We have been for a long time. I was out, now I'm back in, and I've won the league 5 times. So.
I won
No big deal.
Won twice, so, but there was a long time that we were in the same division.
Mhm.
And then next year I get this.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah, and I'm like, my record against everybody else is good, except for Bob Golf. And it says out there, and I get a text one time, it says, I own you. And it's like that, and I'm like, I think we counted, it was like, you beat me like 7 times in a row, you know? It was
The record was 17-4 at one point.
Yeah, it was, but you
No
know.
big deal.
We were always in the same division though,
Yeah.
it never failed. Now, we're not this year.
Yes.
But in the past, we've always,
Now with freaking like Huzard, it's like 4 years ago I've been with Huzard.
Oh, Fast Eddie.
Yeah, Fast Eddie.
David's always been a very good, very competitive
No,
team
I've
in the
never
league.
been,
And
yeah, I've never been too much with David in the same division, but it's like, I'm gonna get this guy or this guy. Sure enough, it happens. And we draw for straws, so try and make it fair.
it's a bunch of the old media guys, and
Yeah.
I was in the league forever, and I got out when I went to work for the state, and I was driving, and I didn't do any fantasy football. And then, but I got back in this year, and so I'm in the same division with Pat Atwell, the Culver Stockton Athletic Director, Steve Luton, of course, now we're back with WGEM, and I think Tracy Schutte. So, and Tracy was in the league when I left, so I've been in like the divisions with him before, back when he co-owned with Kevin Murphy. But this is the first time I've been in the same division with Luton and Atwell, and I know Atwell's. They're both usually pretty good players.
They know their shit.
They know their stuff.
No, and there's,
And you know what? None of those guys did. None of those guys bid any money on Cooper Cup.
yeah.
Okay, fine.
What's the deal with Cooper Cup?
I,
You think he's hot?
no, it
Yeah.
wasn't even that. It
Yeah.
was like the name resonated with me, and Bob said something about him. It was either make him your first pick or do not make him your first pick. And I kind of blank out sometimes when he says things.
Did you have a blonde moment?
I did, and so
That's
then.
what-
No, she just tuned me out. I
Yes,
got nothing to do
I
with
did.
blonde. She just said blah blah blah
Did you
blah.
hear anything? Did you have your hearing
The
down?
selective hearing turned on, and it was to not to my advantage.
Oh, I thought you
because-
said I'd have that story done next Tuesday.
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yep.
So anyway, I picked him in my first round.
And then you see probably the battle line a couple days later says,
Oh,
Cooper
no.
Cup going for
No,
actually
no,
fishing.
he was already
He told me,
heading for the shelf, and I said, don't take this
do
guy.
not take him, do not take him, what do I do?
And then O'Brien takes him in our league. I'm like, what are you
Wait,
doing?
yeah, there were some guys you just lucky like.
Listen,
He's probably gonna have his leg amputated by the time he hears over.
my,
He looked like James Booby Bowles
He's
when he comes
coming
around the
Or
corner.
Tracy Schutte.
Yeah, oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, why?
There's nothing wrong with that. Tracy gets around great. He'd be totally fine with that. Actually, at the draft that night, I made some sort of reference or joke to having to do something with one leg. Oh man, he's got to do that on one leg. I'm sitting right across the table from Tracy. I went, hey, oh, no offense, man, sorry.
I'm glad
I
I
know,
know
of all people will take a strike.
Tracy Schutte and Ashley are tight though.
okay.
Yeah, and he spent more than one night or two in the Abbey. So back in the day.
Yeah,
So
you know what's
and
great
he also goes to replay a lot on Sundays.
You know what's great about Tracy? Tracy takes everything in stride.
Totally great guy.
Oh, one of the best. He really is.
And his sister is the recently retired police detective, Kathy Schisler.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
Yeah, they're all good people.
Oh, wonderful.
It's a lot of fun, and again, like I said, I'm very excited for football season. Like I said, golf season is winding down, although fall golf is really popular around here.
Real quick, how many times you wore your Roger Staubach jersey this month?
I just wore it to replay. That's the first time I'd worn it.
Are you cracking out Sunday?
No, I've got a Sunday Fun Day T-shirt that I got when I was making
He's
my
already planning it.
Target trip. I'm wearing my new
Well,
Sunday
I
Fun
was
Day
You
stupid.
got the
T-shirt.
coffee stains out of it, don't worry.
What, I went stupid or?
No, it says Sunday Fun Day. It's got like Snoopy on it, and then it says something else. So yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna wear, Ray?
When I go where?
Are you coming to
What are you gonna
replay?
wear,
Yeah,
Ray?
can I come?
Yeah, you're invited, sure. I
Okay.
told Schulte we'd have probably a dozen guys at the table, guys and gals.
So what jersey are you gonna wear?
I have no jerseys whatsoever.
Okay.
But I will, well, ever since the Rams left, I took the stuff I got. So there's a thing I did about when the Rams left for St. Louis, and people were dying laughing because I put it on Snapchat. So I took every jersey Harry had and just started shooting it in the trash can, shooting it in the trash can. I mean, I was going to give it to the homeless. I was going to give it to no one. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I decided.
Is it gonna be worth it later or no?
You know what you need? I forget the character, but one of the characters in Varsity Blues had a 69 jersey. That's what you need.
Should I be
From
like
Varsity Blues?
Is that Billy Bob?
I think it's Billy Bob. I think Billy Bob wore that jersey.
I have a 69 jersey that I was going to wear. the
Are you
other
gonna wear it
day.
upside down or up straight up?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I guess that's not appropriate either. But
Well,
yeah,
if you're-
it was a
when you're-
general, it's my only general football shirt that I have.
For working, it's appropriate for you, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
I
You're
think
not gonna
so.
So you can wear it Saturday.
Wait, are you gonna pull Joe
Because it's
Namath?
big college football.
Oh,
How many
okay.
times you worked Joe Namath?
My dog chewed up the sleeve of my Joe Namath, so I'm not
What?
really happy about that. Yeah, so not cool.
Which dog, Darcy?
No, Seamus. Seamus is
Seamus, shame on you.
Seamus is the chewer. Yeah. So, but I'll break out Broadway Joe at some point this season.
No, we gotta have Broadway Joe.
Probably when they play the Cow. Well, no, I can't wear a hat when we play the Cowboys.
Are you gonna wear the
I'm
fur,
14.
are you gonna wear the fur coat? Broadway
Oh, I
Joe?
need the fur. I need the white. You know, I wore white shoes in high school when I played football because of Joe Namath.
I just love that we're planning our outfits for this.
Yes.
Like,
It was
so
great. It was great.
I just really like this.
Hey, I'm a Metro.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, oh boy.
My Alex just turned the thing off right now. He's like, I'm done. I'm out. So.
You're with Ray. See, this is what happens every time you're with Ray.
No. Rays, no, never. So, but
Yeah.
thank you for coming by.
Mhm.
Hopefully we'll see you Sunday then. We'll see you,
Yes.
of course, we'll see you a lot. And because fantasy football and all the stuff. Ray and I also try to stop off at Starbucks every so often.
So what,
Catch up.
real quick, so we haven't had a discussion about, Shatback baseball, how's the league going?
Really well. I'm probably gonna have the best record in the. Yeah, I'm gonna have at least the number 2 seed going into the
Deal.
playoffs, and I have a good shot to win my 3rd title in that league.
Yeah,
but we'll
no, that's one.
Depends on the dice.
That's
Depends
right.
on the hot dice.
Yeah.
So.
Mama needs a new pair of shoes, let's go.
Albert Pujols' card last year was really dirty, so I've kind of ridden that in the regular season. My pitching could be a little better, but playoffs will start here in 2 weeks, and I'm excited about that. So.
Okay, we had to get our
I
Shatback
think
out
that's
of the way.
right.
Yeah.
So.
Happy early birthday.
Yes,
Ray.
and one real quick, I love you, Matt Shuckman.
I will definitely see you at your party, but I'll
Yes.
see you before your party too.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Thanks Ray for being here. Thanks Brittany as always, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.